Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a really fun and easy drop from the top bar to the bottom bar. It's going to include two beautiful positions on either side with the drop sandwiched in the middle. I'll show you how to transition in and out of it and give you my best pro tips. But first, as usual, I'm going to advertise my channel. Please take a minute to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. It makes a big difference and I really appreciate it. I've got loads of aerial content over there, so please do take a minute to check it out and subscribe. Okay, moving on to pro tips. My first pro tip is to arch your back. I'm going to show you one of my favorite transitions up to the top bar, but you're going to have this moment where you're hanging upside down, and if you are looking up with your head, it's going to look very awkward. So make sure you're arching your back and looking out with your head. My second pro tip is to have the span set in your knee pit. I know that I hark on about this pretty much every video. I'm talking about having the span set or the hoop in your knee pit or your elbow pit, but it really is so important. That's where all your strength comes from. And my third pro tip is to drop out, not down. What I mean by that is that when you are doing the drop, think about going outwards in a half circle instead of going from up to down. That's going to help you manage your weight as you drop, so it won't be quite such a shock when you hit the bottom. And it's also going to look much nicer and less jerky. Okay, those were my pro tips, so now let's break it down. We're going to start with one of my favorite transitions up to the top bar. I have a more in-depth tutorial for this transition. It is linked at the top of your screen right now, also in the description of this video. Basically, you're just going to lean back, hook your feet onto the span set, and then pull your hips up as high as possible. Once you reach the top of that movement, in other words, as far up as your feet can go, you're going to hook one knee around the front of the span set and then slide it down until it's touching the hoop. From there, I'm going to take my free leg out behind me. I'm leaving my opposite hand to the leg that's on the span set. So for me, I've got my left leg on the span set. I'm using my right hand to stay on the hoop, while I let go with my other arm, that is for me, my left arm, and show this gorgeous little stag position. This is a really pretty one, so I think it's great to take a moment here and really show it off. From there, I'm taking my free arm back through the center of the hoop so I can bring it onto the front of the hoop. And I place my hand about halfway up the side of the hoop. I'm taking my free leg on the outside of my top arm, so between my top arm and the side of the hoop, and bringing it through the center of the hoop, also to the front. As I do that, I'm letting go with my top leg from the span set, and I will naturally drop down until I have what was my free leg hooked onto the side of the hoop, and what was my top leg on the span set now below the hoop. It's kind of like a wine glass position. It's a little bit of a twisty variation on that. And it's really cute, so take a minute, show it off. If you want, you can release your top hand, lean backward with your neck and head, and then make this beautiful little layout position. All I'm doing there is putting my head back through the back of the hoop and putting the hoop on my neck to stay in, and I can lift my bottom leg up to come into sort of a fake cradle. From there, I can also cross my leg over and scoot myself back into the hoop, and that's it. That's the whole sequence. It's pretty simple, to be honest. It might feel a little bit awkward the first time you try it just because it's a new thing, but it does kind of make itself happen after you've tried it a few times. And of course, always try drops over a mat for the first few times, at least, if not more. It just gives you more confidence and that little bit extra element of safety. And with that, I'm going to just remind you one more time to please subscribe to my channel and like videos. It helps me out, it makes me happy, so please do that. It really does make a big difference. And with that, I will see you guys next time.